Usapang kalusugan sa Health Check Plus. Alamin ang mga payong medikal mula sa mga totoong eksperto. Ang kaalaman ay kapangyarihan. Usapang kalusugan sa Health Check Plus.
Magandang araw Pilipinas, Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Ako po si Attorney Mimi Campos Banaya. Samahan niyo po ako dito sa Health Check Plus sa DZRH Radio at Digital TV, Facebook, YouTube at website. Buwan ng kababaihan tuwing Marso. Mabuhay po tayong mga kabaro at kapanalig. Kasama po ninyo ang Health Check Plus sa pagbunyi sa mahalaga at iba't ibang papel na ginagampanan ng ating mga kababaihan sa ating lipunan. Ngayong araw, ating papakinggan ang panayam kay Dok Sheila Marie G. Hocson, dating Pangulo ng Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association o PGCA, ang nangunguna at PRC-accredited and integrated professional organization ng mga counselors sa Pilipinas. Siya ang nagsulat ng Remote Play Support Playbook at Resilience Toolkit para sa DepEd at Unilab Foundation. Pag-uusapan ni Dok Sheila kung papaano i-manage ang well-being ng pamilya sa ating panahon.
Ang kasama ko po ngayon naging Pangulo ng Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association, PGCA, ang premier and PRC-accredited and integrated professional organization for counselors sa bansa. Siya rin ay kasalukuyang Program Director of Heads Up PH, ang mental health arm ng Unilab Foundation, at author ng Remote Play Psychosocial Support, Playbook, and Resilience Toolkit para sa DepEd and Unilab Foundation. Magandang araw po, Dr. Sheila Marie Hocson.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon po, Attorney Mimi. And to all your viewers, magandang hapon po and thank you so much for the invite.
Doc, alam po natin na ang dami pong pamilyang naapektuhan at patuloy na naapektuhan dahil sa pandemic. So marami po ang nawalan ng trabaho, mga negosyong nagsara, lumiit ang kita ng mga tao. Ang dami talagang challenges po na kinaharap ngayon ng 2020, nung nakaraang taon. Ito po yung lahat po ng mga effects nito talagang naka-apekto po sa family well-being. Sa inyong pagsusuri po at sa pinagdaanan ng pamilyang Pilipino, ano po yung nakita niyong maigting na naging problema at sa problemang ito, paano po nila ito natugunan?
Yeah. So siguro po sa pamilya, of course, because of the physical disease, no, nagsimula tayo sa physical disease of the virus. And then of course, nandiyan po ang financial na problema. Nagkaroon po tayo ng mga financial setbacks. And of course, ngayon, napakarami pong stresses ng pamilya. No? Hindi lang po ito financial, but of course, the environment that we are in. We are now really into an abnormal situation that created a lot of stresses in the personal relationship with the family, especially po pag nakakalungkot may mga kabataan talagang hindi nila konsulto ang kanilang mga magulang. No? There are stresses and of course, in the academics because of course, medyo nag-recalibrate po yung mga ating online learning at ito po ay nagkaroon ng somewhat nagkaroon din po ng mal-adjustment sa unang bahagi nito, no? Dahil hindi naman po lahat po talaga ng kabataan are into online learning even though they are digital natives. And of course, the parents, especially of the young kids, talaga po medyo na-shatter din po dyan. And I, for one, as a young parent, of course, we work and then you teach your children. So talaga po yung oras, yung stress ng sabay-sabay, lalo na pag umaga, no? And of course, marami rin po dyan yung nagkaroon ng mga anxiety, nagkaroon ng mga tendency to be sad because let us always remember that there are isolations. And of course, all of us are human beings and we are a social being. And of course, we miss our friends, we miss going outside, no? And we miss interacting with people. That created some stress. Pag pinipon yung malihit, it can lead to some burnout, to some distress, and of course, some symptoms of sadness, loneliness, and of course, pag araw-araw po ito, it can lead to some depression, and of course, some anxiety problems, and other mental health concerns.
Opo. Doc, nabanggit niyo po yung mga effects sa buong pamilya, so sa magulang, sa mga anak. Paano po pero yung sinasabi po nila very resilient po yung Filipino. Paano po ninyo nakita o sa pag-aaral niyo po, paano po ninyo nakita na natugunan ng members ng family ng Filipino family po ito yung mga stresses, yung brought about by isolation and online learning?
Yeah. So, very important po, no, ang tinatawag na family well-being. Kahit po sa mga pag-aaral na evidence-based researchers po, no, ito po yung tinatawag na strong familiar relationships, no. So, pag meron talaga tayong problema, importante po talaga that we open it up to someone that we trust, especially the family and our loved ones, no. So, yung communication po, at hindi po natin kinikimkim yung ating mga galit. Of course, one also of our advocacy that we have also in the Unilab Foundation with the Heads Up PH, yan po yung tinatawag na laro, no? Because the play is a powerful tool. That's why we made some manuals with DepEd, and this was distributed to 12 million kids in the country, in the public school. Nagamitin po ang laro para po i-release ang pent-up emotions ng mga bata, or what we call psychosocial support, no? Kasi ito ang mundo at interest nila, and we know that through play, there is what we call safety among the children. Nandito po yung pag-drawing, nandito po yung paggamit ng mga iba't ibang mga creative arts, no? To release the pent-up emotions, and of course, to cope with their coping mechanism. So dahil hindi sila makalabas, they can definitely do some creative works like drawing, painting, dancing, no? And of course, reading stories. Meron din po tayong mga books and comics na ginawa rin po with the Unilab Foundation through the system. At ito po yung mga kwento on how to cope with the pandemic.
And Doc Sheik, yung ano po ninyo, yung toolkit po na binigay, ginawa niyo po ito para sa DepEd at ito po ay ginagamit po sa mga grade schoolers natin sa Pilipinas, sa public school po.
Yeah, ito po yung ginamit natin prior to the opening of classes last October. So yan po yung ginamit na 2 weeks because according to Secretary Briones, we really have to have a psychosocial support to the children because of the pandemic. So that para po bumalik ang kanilang gilas sa pag-aaral, yung mga na-trauma, ma-prevent yun, no? And of course, they will find motivation and zest to come back again, even in different platforms like modular, and of course, ito po ating synchronous. And for others, it's asynchronous type.
Meron po ba kayong nakitang effect po nung paggamit ng play as a means of coping? Meron po kayong nakitang effect po din sa mga bata? Are they coping more because of the play approach po sa kanilang sitwasyon?
So we had, actually itong play na ito ay ginamit na rin namin. It started few years ago at ginamit na rin namin ito sa mga, nauna ito sa Yolanda, no? And we have evidence-based researchers that it definitely affects the resilience and coping mechanism of the children. And of course, in the many evidence-based researches, we all know that play has definitely a positive effect in the holistic well-being of the children because this is their interest and this is their world.
Opo. Doc, medyo matatagalan pa po yung pandemic. So aside from communicating what you feel po sa family members, sa people close to you, ano po yung sa tingin ninyo, ano po yung pwede nyong maipayo sa Filipino family para po mapangalagaan po yung well-being natin?
Yeah. So isa pa rin siguro is, ako I'm advocating family vision, that we really have to speak with each other, no, and make a family vision. So this family vision will give us what we call somewhat the policies, no, and somewhat the rewards and punishment. Para siyang kumpanya. If you want to have a brand, for example, you want to have a happy family, then you can implicate your rules, and of course, all the policies that you want there, even the communication that you have can be in family visioning. Kasi kung hindi tayo magkakaroon ng pag-upo, hindi tayo magkakaroon ng pag-uusap, at hindi natin mailalatag yung mga action plans that we need to do with our family. And we cannot really create the family culture that we really want to to produce. So marami nang gumagawa ngayon yan na the family visioning. And I, for one, we are doing really a family vision. And our family vision are more into adventurous type of family. And of course, leaning into somewhat a happy family.
Paano po ginagawa yung visioning sa family? So, you sit together as a family and then talk about it? Opo.
So you sit together as a family and what is your vision? You can have some drawings and then what you want to create in a year. So ano mga gusto nyo ma-achieve? For example, si Daddy gusto niyang ma-achieve ang 1 million investment for the family. For them to have what you call somewhat maging magaling na breadwinner to provide for the family, for tuition, etc. Si Mommy to support the family. Or of course, if you really want to have a happy family, of course, importante talaga that you talk to each other. And one of the policies is a happy family bonding. Usually, the first 15 minutes when you wake up, hindi pwedeng sumimangot si Mommy, no? Hindi pwedeng mag-shout, no? But always a peaceful and a happy engagement with your children. And of course, all the communication should be somewhat leaning into happiness. Hindi masyadong irritable si Mommy or kung irritable, hinga muna. And of course, when they go to sleep, usually 15 minutes before they go to sleep, I do hope that the children always think of a family, that they communicate and they bond with each other. Even OFW parents, they can also do that through digital parenting, by just somewhat giving some time for the bonding. Yun nga lang, medyo may konting sacrifices and because of the difference of the time. But of course, always remember that love is an act of the will. And you can always do everything because of love, especially for your children. So yun yung mga pwede natin gawin. Na parang kumbaga sa company, if you have a vision of for example, I'm in a school, if you want to have a family, a school vision of quality education, I do hope that you can also have somewhat a family, that you can also give the direction for your family vision.
Doc, pagkatapos po nung activity ng family visioning at nakakuha po ng vision, pwede po siyang para sa company dino-document para ma-remind po yung family members ng kanilang vision. Ano po yung nakikita niyo? Paano po nando-document to para po kumbaga sa company meron po mga resolution. Ito po, paano po pinapreserve yung vision na family na nagawa ng family vision yun? Opo.
Family vision, malaki siya. Pwedeng Manila paper, pwedeng cartolina, and you can write all your visions there. And then you can also write your constitution. So yung mga families, like family media plan. So there's a family media plan that you can use and you can Google, no? And you can also get your family vision, visioning sheet, or you can also use your family media plan. So nakikita dyan, kasi ito is hindi lang ito one time, big time na pag-upo. You can also talk to each other that you can communicate like every week or you can communicate every month, no? So katulad sa pagkain, dapat ang pagkain niyo, there's part of the rule here that hindi kayo pwedeng mag-gadget when eating. Or you can only use your gadget, no? Usually only during studying, usually only 2 hours, and if they are kids, you can use the gadget of the parents, but definitely not only the own gadget, no? And of course, with the guidance of the mommy or daddy. So, ilalagay mo yung polisiya mo, and then after that, may ka-activate ka ng mga rules. And of course, after that, there is a rewards and punishment. So, pag hindi niya na, kunyari, hindi niya na-meet ito, yung family media plan niya na, kunyari, 2 hours, hindi niya na-meet yun, there are some consequences. And of course, if there are somewhat meeting of goals, of course, there are rewards. And yung mga rewards nyo naman, hindi mo kailangan gadget kagad, no? Or condominium kagad, no? Something that is tangible. Kasi parang it can build motivation kasi for the children if they have some rewards. And we always advocate the positive discipline. Okay? And there are 3 F's in positive discipline and parenting. that you can also use in your family visioning and your creating a family culture. Now, number one, you have to be friendly with your children. But in order for you not to be abused with your children, you have to have what you call firm discipline. So the firm
Ano po,
discipline,
Dok?
yeah,
Opo.
friendly and then firm.
Opo.
So when you
Okay
talk
po.
about firm
So,
discipline, yeah, so pag-uusapan nyo, for example, no gadget, no? After, for example, during class days, no gadget. Or if you will only use the gadget only for 2 hours. So if you want to have a firm discipline with your children, you have to be the absolute truth of your children. Okay? And of course, hindi ka rin dapat addict sa gadget. Kasi pag addict ka sa
opo.
gadget, your children will tell you, Ama, pa, ikaw din gadget. Except, yeah, for me, if you are a doctor, if you are, for example, for me, if I'm in a suicide watch, of course, that can be explained to your children that you really need to use your gadget for 24 hours because of emergency. Or you really have to turn on your Wi-Fi, no? So firm discipline is, your firm discipline should be, you will be the best example of your children as a parent, no? And of course, there's also what they call a fair agreement. When you talk about fair agreement, there's a big consequence if there's a big problem. And there is a small consequence if there is a small problem. Okay? So hindi pwede na small lang yung kunyari, nakalimutan lang ng anak mo na napatayin yung, for example, yung plancha. No? Tapos, sandali lang naman. No? And pinatay mo yung anak mo sa kakapalo. That's not really a fair agreement. No? Kasi parang pumilit yung ulo mo. No? At hindi mo na-handle ang emotions mo. No? So the problem is not already with the kid, but the problem is with you because you don't go for the fair agreement. So if you can see, maganda na written itong mga ito because I always believe, I'm an ISO advocate, so everything that is not written cannot be followed. So your family can also be reminded of that, no? Na meron kayong isang malaking board in your door and every morning, you can be reminded of your family vision. And of course, a follow-up meeting should be on monitoring. And yan ang susundin ng mga anak nyo kasi nandiyan nakabase ang rewards nyo eh. And of course, the punch.
So we're talking about yung family well-being. Narinig po namin mayroon pong unang Filipino family well-being virtual conference noong February 12 at 13. Ano po ang participation po ninyo, yung Heads Up PH at ang Unilab Foundation sa project na po ito?
Yeah. So the one who initiated that is the Unilab Foundation. And this is under the Heads Up PH, which is the mental health program of the Unilab Foundation. And because of the pandemic, we had a vision together with our executive director, and me, what we call family well-being, because we always believe and also based on studies that karamihan kasi nagkakaroon ng mental health problems are also brought about by family dysfunctions. And we want to advocate family well-being. And ngayon, nagkaroon kami ng tinatawag na bayanihan for well-being collaborative, wherein we talk to the different mental health professionals, mental health professional organization, like the Philippine Psychiatric Association, of course, for the premier organization for psychiatrists, me from the Philippine Guidance and Counseling Association, the Psychosocial Association of the Philippines, the Philippine Pediatrics Society, PBS, the PSCAP, the Philippine Society for Children and Adolescent Psychiatrists, of course, with the support of our different partners as well, Couples for Christ, Medicam, no? And a lot of organizations. So kami po ay nag-unite with each other to go for this advocacy. And this is also a multidisciplinary, and this is also a multi-sectoral approach, wherein we also collaborated with the SWD and of course the DepEd for this first ever family well-being conference to advocate for the family to save the family, and of course, to save the children. Kasi marami din tayo nagkakaproblemang Pilipinong pamilya. No? So, mayaman, mahirap. But this program is definitely inclusive, pero mas tinarget namin dito ang mga masang pamilyang Pilipino. Kasi alam namin na
Opo.
kailangan dito.
So, Doc, maraming salamat po. Ano po yung inyong huling mensahe para sa pamilyang Pilipino?
Yeah. So I think ang pinaka-mensahe ko is dapat ang ating tahanan, no, ay talagang maging source ng pag-ibig. At ang ating tahanan, no, ay buo kung ito ay tinatawag na may pamilya or pagmamahal ng pamilya. At ngayon, kung ito naman ay nagka-problema along the way, and of course, nagkahiwalay ang pamilya, I do hope that there is forgiveness. No? Kasi malaki talaga ang epekto, no, ng hindi pagkakaintindihan ng pamilya. At ito ay nagkakaroon ng incompleteness sa mga bata. No? And I, for one, I've been a psychologist for 20 plus years. And I've seen the effects, no? Ng negative effects pag hindi talaga nagkakasundo ang pamilya. So yung pagmamahal, yung pagkakaroon ng pagpapatawad, pag-unawa, no? Na hindi lang ito nagiging source ng well-being, kundi ng character strengths din, no? Na matuto ang bata na unang magmahal kasi ang kanilang pamilya, hindi sila sinukuan, no? At yan ay pagmamahal ng walang kondisyon.
So, family should be the first source of love. Yun po yung ate pong mensahe. Opo. Yun. Opo. Thank you po. Maraming salamat po, Dr. Sheila Marie Hocson.
Huwag po kayong bibitaw, makakasama natin ng OB-GYN specialist na si Doc June Alvarez ng Uni Health Parañaque Hospital and Medical Center para alamin kung papaano aalagaan ang kalusugan ng isang buntis at siguruduhin ang ligtas na panganganak. Si Doc June ay dating konsehal ng Lipa City.